Hey folks, Mark here from Kings Landing Sport Fishing. It is Sunday, July 21st. I think it's around 1:30 p.m. I'm really not too sure. Don't have a watch on. Anyways, I want to bring you guys a weekend report. I was out for a bit on Saturday, out for a bit today. Man, did I see the water change a lot in the last, call it 48 hours. But I want to share what I've seen going on. Basically, first of all, what I've seen going on, I've seen our fish move from being in 70, 80, 90 feet with lots of bait to them being out more on the drop. Then they're on the deep side of the drop. And then they were more around, 180 to 200 feet. And then yesterday, I had a great day. Got lots of fish. But I was really worried the first hour into my trip because we had no fish. No fish, first hour, what was going on? Ended up talking to a few of the guys, and they were telling me the day before, because I hadn't been out, the day before they were getting them in 200 and change. So I trolled out to 200, I got to 229, and whack, nice king. Got to 235, doubled. Kept going out, single, double, triple. We lost one of the triple, but so yesterday, Saturday, we found them and we crushed them. Filled the cooler. Great day. Mainly a meat and fly bite, but did get a couple of spoon bites, which was nice. Ran a 7-rod spread, 3 riggers, 2 divers, and 2 long lines. The long lines of choice yesterday were a 275 of the new micro torpedo weighted steel that I'm testing out this year. Stuff's great. That 275 dives like a 10 color. And then I had a 200 weighted steel out yesterday. Both took some fish, and we did quite well. I would say yesterday the Bite My Herring rig, let me see if I've got it here. Yep, I do. This rig right here, Trigger X head, modified Bite My Heading, absolute stud yesterday and Dutchie's day. It did well on my UV Can't Afford It flasher that I'll be releasing for the 2025 season. That did real good. We also did quite a bit on meat. Really the meat was big 13-inch fish-shaped paddles, Twinkies, bait heads. All stuff I used at projectsalmon.ca. I was testing some new patterns that I can't show you yet, so sorry, but they'll be coming soon because I was testing those out yesterday. And then I had one flasher fly out yesterday. It did quite well. It's been out a lot this year. It's another new paddle. I have shown this one a little bit on Facebook, but it's a UV mixed veggies with a Yoda Glow fly. This one's done very, very well behind a chrome-backed Magnum Dipsy Diver. So that was Saturday. Great day. I was super excited to go fishing this morning after Saturday. Fish were everywhere. I had them really dialed in. I was exhausted last night, absolutely exhausted. My back was hurting. Lifted so many fish into the boat, released so many fish, caught up a bunch of fish, absolutely exhausted. So we get out today, Sunday, July 21st. Well, it started out the same way. First hour, not one bite. I was a bit worried. Had Joe and his sons out, and I was really worried. Eventually I was playing with the rigger, modifying the depth, and it got a whack, got a nice king there. But still really struggled. Trolled out to 250, trolled into 180, trolled out, trolled in, trolled out, and finally said, screw this, I'm going to keep trolling out more. Because, as I mentioned earlier, I've seen these fish keep moving out more and more and more, and I don't really know why, other than the fact that the water temperature's changing, and that's probably why. Or water's getting really cold, and the bait's moving. So I actually trolled out as deep as 365, 370 today. So beautiful green water out there. A lot of debris, a lot of docks. I saw a wall with 2x4 studs. I saw a bunch of trees, huge branches, telephone poles, you name it, it's out there. But beautiful green water, bait balls out there, and much warmer. I think at 40 feet I was seeing 53, 54 degrees. At 40 feet and 130, 140, I was seeing 46, 47 degrees. So the water has moved out, and with that have the fish. Once we got out there, we had a whole bunch of bites. Similar today, we ran an 8-rod spread. It was a bit tougher bite, so I wanted to get more in the water. We ran the 200 weighted steel. We ran a 7 color, and we ran, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank, a 125 weighted steel, all with spoons. They all took fish. They took kings, they took rainbows, really good. But while we're out there, 88 rigger took some kings, 40 spoon rigger took some kings, slider on this 40 spoon rigger took some bows, and as I was letting down a 150 rigger, it took a massive king hit, ripped it right off the downrigger and broke off the bait head. Sucked that it happened, but it happens. But anyway, so salvaged the group this morning, but salvaged it by going out really deep. We ended up doing a lot of big circles, probably between 320 and 360, and we did quite well. I will tell you that some of my counterparts, were struggling. Called them, get out here. They came out, they got some fish. So definitely some fish have moved. I'm not saying there are not fish in closer to the marina. There are some still there, but they were not really in the abundance that I was looking for. It was going to be a tough grind. After about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'd spoken to a number of boats that only had 1 or 2 bites. Once we got out, I think our first fish at 290 came at 290. Then we kept just trolling out and got more fish, and then it was a flurry, and then another flurry. And we actually lost a whole bunch this morning, but that happens. But anyways, that's the report. For me, it's still for kings. It's still a heavy meat and fly bite, but I have started putting out more and more spoons as I'm running more long lines now, and I'm starting to get some spoon bites as well. It'll be really interesting to see what this week has in store. The water has really cooled down. 65 degrees down, 60 feet down, 65 feet down in front of Bluffers. You're looking at 41, 42 degree water. It's gone cold. There's still fish around, don't get me wrong, but it's gone cold. As I move out and I get a broader temperature range, nicer thermocline, I was getting more fish. Now, did I get a massive monster today? No, I didn't, or at least we don't think we did. We did lose 1 or 2 big hits, but that goes with the territory. Yesterday's quality of fish were much better. Yesterday we had a 23 that we ended up, it was a 24 and a half, but we had it in the cooler for about 5 or 6 hours, became a 23. When we weighed it into the scale, we had a 22, a 21. Yesterday had a really high quality class of fish. Today's fish were definitely smaller, but still some nice fish. But we got some beautiful rainbows today too. I filleted a few for the guys, and they had really nice pinky orange fillets on them. Anyways, that's the report. Hope you find this useful. Feel free to share what you're seeing in the comments. But like I said, I am seeing the water change. I'm seeing the reports change. I'm hearing from a lot more guys that are struggling. I've had some struggle days last couple of days until we figured out where they were and how to get them. That goes with the territory. You're not going to always look like a hero. You're going to look like a zero sometimes, and you got to figure it out. But yeah, and I've also been seeing a lot more reports on the Lake Ontario Fishing Reports group of guys saying, hey, I was out and I got 2 fish, and I got 3 fish. It's much tougher right now. But you got to fish, guys. You got to get out there. You got to learn. And we'll all figure it out. Anyways, good luck. Talk to you guys later. Bye.